मज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिन् इति नामे नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधारा श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 रामा राम राम हरे हरे. Okay, on the path to Gita, International Society for Krishna Consciousness, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Yes, next slide, please. So we'll take the blessings of Sri Radha Madan Mohan, the beloved and beautiful deities of his habits. Yes. So today's chapter is called the Yoga of the Supreme Person. That means it is called Purushottama Yoga also. So can anybody read the contents? Everybody's unmuted. You all can unmute. You can, if you're...
Our hotel, spiritual world, maintainer, essence.
Okay. If anybody isn't comfortable unmuting yourself, then even drop it in the chat also. Okay, next slide, please. Okay, so what is the difference between a home and a hotel? Anybody knows? I mean, oh, we all know, but what is the difference?
Home is like ours, where we regularly live. Hotel is some place where we just come, go, stay there, and just leave basically.
So it's just a temporary place. If, for example, if we are going to some Dubai or Tirupati, for example, if you're going somewhere, anywhere, it can be a pilgrimage or it can be a vacation. Doesn't matter. We stay in a hotel, we use it, and we check out later on. But what if a person has gone to a vacation? He starts painting the walls, replacing the furniture he likes. He likes to do some decorations, or he's starting hanging his family photos also. So what is that? Don't you all think it sounds very crazy, right? It's just a temporary hotel, and he starts decorating. He or she starts decorating. Don't you all think it is very silly? I'm sorry.
It is silly.
It is silly, right? So just like that, this material world is like and hotel we are staying. It is just a temporary thing. We are just travelers. We are temporarily living here. Even this body is only not permanent. Then how can we say that the home we are living is permanent? So we all try to acclimate well, property, status. Um, yes, of course, we are doing it for our next generation, but ultimately they also have to pass it on to others also. So the real home is the spiritual world, which is Vaikunta, or also called as Goloka Vrindavan. Okay, I'm just launching a poll. Everybody, please give your opinions. If you had to live in one place forever, where would you choose? A luxurious hotel, a peaceful workplace, a spiritual paradise? Okay, today's chapter is a little bit lengthy, 2-3 slides extra, so we have to go on very quickly, okay? So this chapter will talk about why and how is that spiritual world, how beautiful that spiritual world is. Okay, I'm just ending it in 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Okay. Okay, you all can see the results. So we all know that deep inside us, we all want a permanent loving home, right? So Krishna is offering that world. That is spiritual world. Okay, next slide. Can anybody read the translation? No. Divya? Yes.
The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, "It is said that there is an imperishable banyan tree that has its roots upwards and its branches downwards, and whose leaves are the Vedic hymns. One who knows this tree is the knower of the Vedas."
Okay. For example, we do asanas, right? We stand on our head and use a wall and you stand. We do a headstand, I guess. It's called a headstand. So can you all do it for the whole day? Is it possible for us to do the whole day?
No, Mataji.
Okay, it is called Shirshasana. No, right? It is very uncomfortable. We will get tired in just 1 or 2 minutes, right? So exactly, the material world is like that. We are actually living upside down. The the straight world is the spiritual world. We are living in a reflection of the spiritual world. So Krishna says that the material world is like an upside down banyan tree. The roots are above. You all can see in the picture, right? The roots are above. That means it shows us that we are connected with the spiritual world, and the branches in the tree are downwards. That means we have this material entanglements which are pulling us downwards. So this world is real. It is not that it is just fake. We are living in illusion. It is not that. It is real, but it's just temporary. It's just a reflection of the spiritual world. Okay, so it's just like this beautiful story where the king gifts his wife a necklace. So she loses it one day. So everybody is finding it. A soldier finds it in a lake, in a pond. So in that lake, it is reflecting a lot. He's going and trying to get it, but he's not able to get it. It's, whenever he's trying to touch it, it is getting disturbed and all. So a person who is sitting at the bank of the river or pond, he's saying that, "Arey fool, you are just seeing the reflection of the necklace. See, the necklace is on the top of the tree." So the soldier was misguided, thinking that the necklace is in the pond. But actually, in reality, the necklace was on the tree. So we also chase happiness in the material world, thinking that it is real. But the real happiness is not in the material world, it is in the spiritual world. So I'm again launching a poll. Um, yeah. Have you ever chased after something thinking that it would make you happy, but realized it wasn't worth it? What was it? A relationship, a material goal, or a job? Okay. Okay, I'm just ending the poll. Okay, everybody have equally told that uh, we chase again after a relationship or a material goal or a job. A relationship can be a friendship also. It's nothing wrong. So yeah, we all have been chasing after something or the other. Okay, next slide. 1 and 3. Okay, thank you. Can anybody read, please? The relationship
The
is not
reflection
real.
is not real.
Reflection is not real. It points to the distance to the space of the material world.
Okay, thank you. So, a mango is there. It is.
Just point to the existence of the spiritual world.
Thank you, Manjusha. For example,
ऊपर है कैमरा कैमरा ऊपर है
okay, thank you. So, for example, in the water, as we can see, the tree is reflecting. So, on that tree, if you imagine there are mangoes, and that same mango is getting reflected in the pond. We go into the pond, and can we enjoy the mango? Really? No. What we have to do is that we have to get away from the reflection of the mango, go to the real tree, and enjoy the real fruit. Similarly, Krishna is saying that real happiness is in Krishna, not in the reflections. That means it is not in the material things. So one time a man was crossing a dirty garbage area. So usually he used to cover his nose and go away from there. One day he notices a gold bag or gold necklace inside the trash. So he tries to keep a stick or try to take a long wooden stick or something like that and tries to take it. But still he's failing to do so. He's not able to grab that necklace. Slowly what happens is that, okay, I'm not able to reach it, I'll just go inside. So the person is going inside the garbage. The person who is closing his nose while passing, now he's going inside the garbage. So a person comes and sees that, Arey, you fool, you are a fool. The gold is not in the trash. The necklace is not in the trash. The water is there in the trash. So the reflection of the gold necklace, as it is on the top of the tree, is getting reflected in the trash. So you are actually wasting your time in the wrong place. If he would have known that this is the reflection, he would have just gone onto the tree, climbed onto the tree, and he would have grabbed that necklace and would have been really happy. But what we are doing is that we are going after material pleasures, which are just reflections. So we are struggling for happiness in the wrong place. Happiness is needed for a person. There is no such thing as we don't need to be happy. We all have to be happy. We have the right to be happy. But the thing is that we are struggling to find that happiness in the wrong place. But the true happiness is with Krishna. It's just that it is raining, it is pouring like cats and dogs. We don't want to get wet, but we are taking an umbrella which has a hole in it. So how much ever you try, we will still get wet. Okay, so Krishna, what he's doing is that he's inviting us to stop, chase all these reflections, and come to him, come to his spiritual world, which is everlasting, real, eternal, and is full of happiness. Okay, can we go to the next slide? Okay, can anybody read, please? Manjusha, you want to read?
How do we rescue ourselves from reflection? Know our real designation, attachment to Lord Krishna, through which we can unattach ourselves from the material world, let go of the desire to rule this world, and understand the true nature of this world.
Okay, now I'll give you two options. Tell me who is the boss in that particular situation. Amongst a couple, that means amongst wife and husband, who is the boss? What do you think? Hmm? Wife is the boss? I think married people know. Yeah, both are equal. Yeah, both are equal. Okay. Between a parent and a child, who is the boss?
Parent.
Parent. Okay, parents maybe. Amongst a worker and a boss?
Boss.
Boss. Okay. So actually, the wife thinks that my if I am the boss, that means if my husband does better, I'll be so happy. Parent will think that if my child succeeds, I will be happy. The worker thinks that if my boss will pay me more, I will be happy. The boss again thinks that if my worker works more hard, I will be happy. The reality is actually no one is ever satisfied. Everybody thinks that I am the boss, but actually nobody is the boss. The boss is actually Krishna. So everybody expects happiness from others, but nobody realizes that the true happiness comes from Krishna. How to explain the boss is that a man is having a dog. I mean, the pet dog. So he feeds the dog, it cleans, he pays for the doctor for the dog, veterinarian, right? And he pays for the treatment, he feeds the dog, even the dog uh, goes to nature's call, he cleans that, even it is on the street, etc., etc. So the dog will think that, oh, my owner, he's serving me like a child. I mean, I am his child. I mean, I'm his master. So he's serving me like a servant. But what the owner thinks, my dog is obeying me. That if I tell my dog to sit, it is sitting. If I tell my dog to get me this, it is getting me. So the owner is thinking, I am the master. So who is really the boss after the situation? Hmm? Both are the boss, or none of them are the boss?
None of them.
None of them are the boss, because they are both in illusion thinking that I am the boss, honey. So the thing is that Krishna is trying to explain that we are not the boss. We are actually the servant of Krishna. If we think we are the controllers, then we will get into trouble. Okay. Before we go to the next slide, I'm just launching the poll. Well, you can go to the next slide. Would you rather have a temporary job, material life full of struggle, or a permanent job serving Krishna, eternal bliss? Okay. Okay, I'm just sending the poll. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Okay. Everybody wants a permanent job. So I guess you all understand what Krishna is trying to say from all these slides. Okay, thank you. So spiritual world or material world? Next. Okay, 1 second. Yeah, so spiritual world or material world. See, the Krishna and Balram with the calf and cows, they're all enjoying in the spiritual world. So, every day getting up early in the morning, seeing Krishna's, decorating him, again after going with him to the forests, feeding him with our own hands, and he's feeding us with his own hands. Then again, playing with all our friends, playing this game, that game, etc., etc. Coming home tired again, and again meeting Krishna, again going to sleep thinking what we'll do with Krishna tomorrow. So that is the life there in the spiritual world. It is all about revolving around Krishna. It is not about us, it is not about anybody else. It is all about Krishna. Okay, can we go to the next slide? Okay, spiritual world or material world. Uh, we can see not only the human beings, even the cows, animals, everybody is enjoying with Krishna. We're all seeing Krishna and becoming so happy. Next slide. So it's not just a spiritual world. It's just full of opulences. That means there is nothing. There is no what do we say? Sacredity in the spiritual world. That means there is no end, or there is no. Now in this world we have some food. We don't get enough food. We don't get enough shelter. But in the spiritual world, everything is there. There is no end to anything in the spiritual world. Can we go to the next slide? Okay, can anybody read it, please?
That supreme abode of mine is not illumined by the sun or moon, nor by fire or electricity. Those who reach it never return to this material world.
Okay. So what if Krishna tells that there is a place where there is no suffering, no anxiety, no scarcity. Everyone is happy and glowing. That means we all are facing the same problems. No, we all have depression, anxiety, God knows what diseases we have, etc., etc. So we are all suffering because of that. So do you all? I mean, do you all believe that there is a place like that? And do you all want to go to a place like that? Hmm? You all don't want to go such place.
Yes.
Okay. I am audible, right, to everybody? If my voice is not breaking, if I'm not wrong. Am I audible to everybody?
Yes, yes, you're
Yes.
audible.
Okay.
Yes, Mataji.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. Okay, so that place where there is no scarcity, no um, anxiety, no suffering, everybody is happy, full of knowledge. That place is called spiritual world. It is not just like a vacation spot we go, come back again. It is a place where we permanently stay. It is like a permanent home. So there we can do whatever we want. We can paint our walls, we can hang our family pictures, I mean, hang the pictures of Krishna, we can renovate the furniture, we can do whatever we want. So in this material world, everything is dark. Right now, there is a little bit darkness because the sun has not fully set, risen. So, if we don't have sun, the earth is like full of darkness. If we don't have lights, we all are in darkness only. And without sun, there is no life and there is no vegetation. We need sun. The plants need sun. The animals need sun, etc. Um, Okay. So without sun or without moon, there is no life only. With moon, what happens is that it gives the juice and taste to the vegetables which are exposed to the moonlight in the night. So but in the spiritual world, there is no sun, there is no moon at all, because whatever the light or whatever the juice which comes to all the things in that spiritual world comes from the body of Krishna, which is called Brahma Jyoti. That means it is the divine effulgence which comes from the body of Lord Krishna. So in this material world, even the richest people, that means even though he's a millionaire or somebody else, during the COVID, what happened is that even the millionaires could not get a hospital bed. I mean, irrespective of, okay, this is a millionaire, so the COVID thought that I am not going to attack them. So it was not that, right? Everybody, even though they were living in a big bungalows or living in slums, irrespective of whatever or wherever they were living, COVID affected everybody. So wealth, fame, or power, nothing can remove the suffering. Even if we are the richest person, ultimately that person has to die. But in the spiritual world, there is no disease, there is no COVID, there is no typhoid, there is no malaria, there is no stress. That means we have to earn, we have to do this or that, we have to maintain a family. There is no stress as such. So if there is no stress, there is no disease. That means there are no problems only in the spiritual world. Okay, so how to reach the spiritual world? I mean, we are talking about spiritual world. Krishna is talking about spiritual world, but what is the way? Whenever we want to reach a goal, we need somebody's help, right? So to reach the eternal goal, the spiritual world, we need guidance. The guidance is ISKCON, Hare Krishna movement. It is also called as Hare Krishna movement. So it is like an embassy. If we are in the foreign countries, we have Indian embassies. In the US, we have Indian embassy. If we get any problems, we Indians get any problem, we go to the embassy and we ask help. So just like that, this ISKCON is like an embassy to the spiritual world. It will connect you to the spiritual world. And the passport is the Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita is like a passport. Without Bhagavad Gita, without teachings of Krishna, without understanding what is the purpose of life, what is the spiritual world, what is Krishna, we cannot go to another country. We cannot go to another country without passport. Just like that, we cannot go to the spiritual world without understanding the teachings of Bhagavad Gita. So we have spent many lifetimes changing this body, that body, going from here, there. So this body, we have this human body. So let's make it the last birth here and go home back to Krishna. So people, we hear, no, we want to go to America or we want to go to Dubai, where there is like the city is full of big buildings, towers, landscapes, beautiful parks, and there is good architecture. Then it is very neat and all. So we all want to go there. We all wish to go there. People struggle to go to USA and all because it is very hard to get the visa. So in the same way, we also have to desire to go to the spiritual world, which is like nothing compared to America, actually, nothing compared to Dubai, actually. So it is a lot infinite more than what we can imagine. So Krishna is explaining about his abode in this particular chapter. So the spiritual world is full effulgence. That means just like we need makeup, the spiritual world, I mean, we need sun and all. The spiritual world does not need something like that. There is no scarcity. That means there are no problems in the spiritual world. There are no sufferings. That means we need not pay our bills. We need not write any exams, etc., etc. And there is no anxiety because we are living with Krishna. With Krishna, there is no anxiety at all. There is only happiness. That's it. So to go to the spiritual world, we need not be rich, famous, we need not get a PhD, etc. The only thing we should do is that chant the holy names, surrender to Krishna, follow the teachings of Lord Krishna. So can we go to the next slide? Before that, I'll just launch the poll. Okay, Kiran, you can read, but I'll just launch the poll. If you had the choice, would you rather live in a world that needs external light and has always problems, a world where everything and everyone is self-effulgent? That means no need, we need not depend upon moon or sun, something like that. It is, we can enjoy that nicely. Okay, nice. Okay, I'll end in 10 seconds. Still 10 people to go. Okay, I'm just sending the poll. Okay, so 96% people have know that yes, you want to live in a place where everything and everyone is self-effulgent. That does not have any problems, right? You all are right. Okay, Kiranma, you want to read? No, read please.
Brahma Samhita 5.29. I worship Govinda with the primeval god who is tending to the cows in his abode, which is made of spiritual gems and surrounded by millions of wish-fulfilling trees. He is always served with great reverence and affection by hundreds and thousands of goddesses of fortune.
So this verse is from the Brahma Samhita, where Lord Brahma describes about Krishna and his abode, etc., etc. So this verse particularly talks about the Goloka Vrindavan, the spiritual world, where everything is made of Chintamani. Chintamani is nothing but a wish-fulfilling touchstone. That means if we want something, it will automatically give us. And Krishna is rearing the cows. That means not only just cows, he is rearing the Surabhi cows. Surabhi cows gives unlimited milk. And Krishna is being constantly served by innumerable Lakshmis. We think that there is only one Lakshmi. No, actually for Krishna, there is innumerable Lakshmis. So, and also this verse also tells that I worship Govinda. That means Govinda is nothing but the person who gives pleasure to the cows and pleasure to the senses. So here Govinda is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. That means Adi Purusham. Uh, the the ultimate or the last object of our devotion. That means he is the ultimate good. So who all wants to go there? I mean, would you want to stay here or you want to go there? You all can raise your hands. Okay.
దిగాడు ఇంకా 6.5 రోజులు వెళ్ళాలి.
Okay. Okay. Thank you all. Can we go to the next slide? Go there. Thank you, Shrija. Of course, there. Thank you, Divya. Kushi, Sandhya. Thank you. Kiranmai. Yes. Thank you. Next slide, please. Okay. Spiritual world or material world are disconnected connection. Mamai Vamshi Jiva Loke. We are the eternal parts of Krishna. So we think that, okay, I came into Krishna consciousness now since usually people ask, when did you come into Krishna consciousness? I said December or 2020, something like that. But actually, that is not the case. I just re-realized my Krishna consciousness journey. Everybody of you are now, you all are re-realizing the relationship with Krishna. Bhakti is not a new concept which we all have gone through our memories. It is like we have gone through that. It's just that we are reliving that. So we all forget, right? We all forget our keys, phone, even sometimes somebody else's birthday. So why we do that? It's because we are always distracted by other things. So just like that, if we forget small, small things, then what to think of big, big things like the relationship with Krishna. So even we forget Krishna also. So once what happened is that a king and his son were going for hunting. The king, warns his son that, it is dangerous out there. We will be busy in hunting and all. I will not be able to take care of you. So the son is like, no, 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 I'll just always be with you. I'll not go here and there. But what happens eventually? All the hunting people go in one direction, and the son is lost in the other direction. The son is like a small boy and all; he does not remember. So the king searches the son a lot, but he is not found anywhere. So many years pass, like 15 to 20 years pass, and the boy, thinking that this is my own home, the jungle is his own home, and he was thinking that he is a part of the jungle. He's the permanent resident of the jungle. He forgets about his royal identity, that he was a prince and all. So once a traveler or a sadhu he comes and he sees that this man eating flowers or fruits, and he's behaving like Tarzan. So something like that. So he asks, who are you? The boy says, I don't know, I belong to this jungle, this is my home, etc. These wild animals are my family. But the what happens, the sadhu recognizes that, okay, this is the person that, I mean, was the prince who was lost 15 to 20 years ago. So he says that, you don't belong here. You are a prince in a royal kingdom. So the sadhu takes back the boy, the royal kingdom. The boy again regains his memory, saying that, oh, yes, I was lost. I went into the wrong direction and I lost my father there. I could not remember what was happening to me all these days, all these years. But they thank the sadhu. The king also is full of tears, and he shows gratitude to the sadhu. So we are also like that lost prince. We are thinking that this material world, that means the jungle, is our place. We forget that, Krishna is our father, who is waiting, who is searching for us always and always. So the traveler, the sadhu, is like the guru, the acharyas, who are reminding us that, okay, you don't belong here, you belong to the spiritual world. So you go, they make us meet with Krishna. And the Bhagavad Gita, which we are learning right now, is the message which connects us to the Guru, or Krishna, or to the spiritual world. Okay. 1 second. Yeah, I'm just launching the poll. If someone asks you, who are you? What do you say? I am American, Indian, Russian, etc. Or I am a student, professional, parent, or I am Krishna's eternal servant. Can we go to the next slide? Okay, I'll just end the poll in 10 seconds. We are saying needs practice and lots of learning to say what? Okay. So yeah, most of you all know that we are the eternal servants of Krishna. Okay. Kiranma, you can read. Divya Tejaswini, you can read the next slide. Okay.
Realization. Let us awaken our true identity. Life will be blissful. A conscious conclusion, I belong to Krishna, is enough.
Okay. Okay. So but how do we remember the relationship with Krishna? Krishna is saying, remember me, but how we have to remember? So what we have to do daily is that we have to repeatedly hear about Krishna. Because without knowing somebody, we cannot really truly understand them. To understand Krishna, we have to constantly hear about him. So we have to learn Krishna consciousness by hearing. That is the first step. And then associate with devotees. Like if we are associating with some particular type of people, we get the same qualities or the same mood through which they are there in this world. So if we are associating with Krishna's devotees, we will recognize our true identity, and we will have that encouragement to chant or to hear about Krishna. And the third step is that we have to chant Hare Krishna. So it's like we are calling to Krishna. I mean, chanting Hare Krishna has a deeper meaning. We are praying to Srimati Radharani, Krishna, saying that I have lost my, I forgot you all from all these years. Please engage me in your service. Please give me that remembrance to remember you at any point of time. So we are calling out to Krishna and Radha, and begging them to engage us in their service. So bhakti is nothing but Sanatan Dharma. So bhakti is not a new religion or a term called Hinduism or a new practice which we are thinking that we are doing right now. No, it is there from many yugas. I mean, from the starting, or there is no beginning to this world. So there is no end also to this world. So bhakti is also like that. There is no end and there is no beginning to the bhakti. So it is always there in our lives from from ever after. It is always ever after. It has no beginning, it has no end. Just like the soul is, it has no end and beginning. It is not born and it does not die. So bhakti is also like that. It is never lost. It is never ending, or it is never starting. That means it is always there in our qualities. Okay, so but it's just that we have forgotten about the bhakti, we have forgotten about Krishna. So what Krishna is saying through Bhagavad Gita is that please come back to my abode. Neither created nor destroyed. Yes, bhakti is neither created nor destroyed. It is there. It is our nature to. It is our nature to love Krishna, to be the servant of Krishna. So the acharyas, the guru, is helping us to wake up from this sleep that we are thinking that okay, we are this body and we are still sleeping actually. So we have to wake up and understand that this is not the permanent place. So again, Krishna is saying, don't waste this time. Let's return to your own true home, which is the spiritual abode. So can we go to the next slide? Okay, can anybody read? Divya, Tejasvi, you want to read, no? Tejasvi.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
The living entity in the material world carries his different conceptions of life from one body to another. As the air carries aromas, thus he takes one kind of body and again quits it to take another.
Okay, so even Krishna, as being we are part and parcel of Krishna. So we have this independence of choosing the right and the wrong path. Krishna cannot choose the path. He will guide us to choose the path, but ultimately we are the person who are going to choose the path. So Krishna says, if you want to stay in this material world, stay. But what will happen is that you have to keep coming back. You have to take again and again a rebirth as per your desires. So we keep on traveling from this body to that body, a human body, animal body, bird, insect, or even devatas. We can even become devatas, but they are still permanent. So if we go back to the spiritual world, we will never return to this cycle of birth, death, old age, and disease. Even with disease, we suffer a lot. No, even we just have a small back pain. We don't want to go to office. We don't want to go to schools. If we have just a small cold, we don't want to get up from the bed only. So it's just that our life is like the air which passes through a rose garden or a garbage dump. That means we are going through a road. At one place, at one of the side of the road, there is garbage, full of garbage. At other side of the road, there is a rose garden. So both smells are coming, but it depends upon which fragrance we go through. That means, do we want to smell the nasty smell of the garbage? We go there. If we want to smell the nice aroma of the rose garden, we go in that direction. So our next birth also depends upon the way we choose, the way we associate with people, the way we do our habits. So if we engage in pure spiritual activities, we get a spiritual body in the spiritual world. But if we are indulging in materialistic desires, we again get a body in this material world only. So the thing is that Krishna is asking, choose wisely. He does not say, I mean, he tells that, choose the spiritual and good activities. But again, it is up to your choice. He gives Arjuna also the same thing. I have told you, Krishna, I have told you, Arjuna, to fight. Don't run away. It is you act as an instrument. But again, Krishna says it is your wish, Arjuna, whatever you want to do. So just like that, Krishna is also telling us, I know that what is good for you, but I tell that you come back to home, back to Godhead. That means you come back to spiritual world. But again, it is your own choice what you want to choose. Okay, can we go to the next slide? Reincarnation wheel. So right now we are actually, it is not that we are living only this body. We're actually creating desires. That means what is our next body we are creating right now only. So what happens is that our consciousness picks such qualities. For example, we like to eat a lot of nasty things, junk food and all. What happens is that a pig also likes to eat garbage, all the filth. It likes to be in the filthy places, that means unclean places. So if somebody is with the same qualities leave the body at the time of that they think of food or the unclean places they are staying in. The mood carries during the time of death also, and they get the body as a pig. If a person has no shame and no modesty of behaving in the society, they become a tree. Like the tree does not have any clothes, so the person also, I mean the soul also gets a tree body in the next years. So whatever desires we have right now in this body, the next life is determined by that. So we have to control, we have to engage, I mean we have to control the desires what we are having right now, so that we don't end up into a very undesirable or not good body. So this Krishna consciousness movement, which is propagated by ISKCON, teaches us how to get this spiritual body. So can we go to the next slide? Okay, maintainer, that is Krishna. Yes, next. Okay, can anybody read, please?
I enter into each planet, and by my energy they stay in orbit. I become the moon and thereby supply the juice of life to all the vegetables.
Okay. So scientists actually wonder, saying that how do these, massive, large a lump full of planets are staying in the orbit? We all wonder, right? How, I mean, we are not able to float in the air, but how these massive planets, the Earth, the Jupiter, Saturn, how they are staying in the orbit. So Krishna says, I am the force which is keeping them in this orbit. So Krishna's energy is actually supporting them. The planets are floating in the space because of the energy of Krishna. So even Krishna says that without the moon, there is no juice and taste to the vegetables. So for that moon also, Krishna provides the juices. So that is why in Ayurveda, so much of medicinal herbs are used. That means they get energy from the moon. So how does that moon get the energy? From Krishna only. So whatever energies, whatever the taste, the thirst, the fire, etc., whatever we have in this body or in the material world or anywhere in the spiritual world, everything is Krishna's energy only. It's just that we try to speculate, we try to imagine, okay, this big bang theory happened, or this is happening, but actually even though the planets are orbiting around the sun, because the sun is maintaining that energy towards all the planets, still the energy given by sun is by Krishna only. So the ultimate the ultimate energy is given by Krishna only. It's just that our phone is like about to die, so what do, we keep a charger. And even for the moon, even for the plants, the moon is giving the charge of giving the right nice juices and taste. So without the moonlight, the plants won't grow properly. We don't have the taste. So for that moon, for that sun, everything, the energy is being provided by Krishna. So Krishna is like the ultimate charger. Just like we are keeping charger to our phone, because without the charger, without the charging, the phone won't work. So, but who is the charger? Krishna is the charger. Without charger, we cannot even charge our phone. So that is how Krishna plays. Krishna's energy is working. Can you go to the next slide? Okay. Yat aditya gatamo teja, light of the sun, gham avishya cha bhutani, maintains grahas, pushnami chausadhi sarvaha, give juice for all vegetables, aham vaishnavarano bhutva, digestive fire, pranapana samayukta pachyam anam, digesting food by the air, going in and out. So Krishna he's saying that he's a source of light and heat through the sun and fire. That means in the fire, in the sun, Krishna is the energy which is providing the light or heat. So without them, there will be no fire. Without the sun, we cannot even live. Without the fire in our body, we cannot live. I mean, the fire in even in while digesting our food, there is need of fire. So that fire, Krishna is actually providing us. Without that fire, we cannot digest. We cannot get the nutrients. We cannot get the vitamins. We will eventually our bodies will go weak. And as Krishna told that even the moon is nourished by Krishna so that the plants can grow. So even the earth is actually maintained by Krishna. It's just that we human beings are not utilizing the energies of Krishna, the resources of Krishna in the right way. So that is why we are getting into trouble. Or else the seasons, the climate conditions, the mountains, the nature, everything is provided by Krishna and it is maintained by Krishna. But we are utilizing it in the wrong way. Okay, can we go to the next slide? Very important shloka. Okay, the awareness that we are dependent on Krishna for everything makes us extremely grateful and humble. Okay, next slide. 15.15, maintainer of the mind and soul. Sarvasya chaham hridi sannivishno matta smritirjnanamohanam cha vedaishcha sarvairahamehametyo vedanta kritveda videha chaham. Can anybody read, please?
I am seated in everyone's heart, and from me come memory, knowledge, and forgetfulness. I am to be known by all the Vedas. Indeed, I am the compiler of Vedanta and the knower of the Vedas.
Okay, thank you. So Krishna is saying, from me comes memory, knowledge, forgetfulness. I am to be known by the Vedas. I am the compiler of Veda and the knower of Vedas. So we'll go little deeply. We will know about this shloka because this is a very important shloka. So first we will go the difference between forgetfulness and remembrance. If somebody hurts us, do we not remember it for a long time? Hmm? And if somebody helps us, we tend to forget it. Is it not? Hmm?
Yes, that's the way generally.
Yeah, that is the case for everybody. But sometimes that forgetfulness is right. That means if we do something bad things somebody does to us, it is best that we forget and stay happy. And that means it is a reminder for us, not for them. It is a reminder for us saying that anger, keeping revenge, being jealous is nothing but an obstacle for the peace of our mind. So what we have to do is that it is sometimes better to forget such things. And we have so many bad memories of our past lifetimes. We don't know how we died. It is a very bad experiences. So it is better that we forget. But what should we remember? We have to remember that Krishna is our eternal friend. We have to remember that. We have to remember Krishna consciousness. So forgetfulness is also important. Remembrance is also important. And Krishna is like a constant traveler with us. We go from this body to that body. With our soul, the super soul also, even with the soul also, the super soul also travels. So we forget about our past lives. It is better actually, because all the desires, all the inclinations, we forget during that lifetime. It is better to forget that. If we keep on having those desires, if we keep on having those memories, we will still want to relive all that, and it is a very scary experience thinking that how we have lived our past lives and how death happened. It is very scary. So but Krishna, what he gives he gives the quality of forgetting all the bad things, but he helps us remember about him. About the important things, like for example, if we go to college and all, we sometimes forget to chant. But what Krishna does is that somebody messages in the group saying that okay, let's chant, etc., etc. So Krishna in that way is acting. The person is acting as an instrument for Krishna, saying everybody to chant. So Krishna is actually making us remember by that. So Krishna says, I am the knower of Vedas. So what is the connection between Krishna and the Vedas? Actually, whatever we read, whatever reading Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, many big Upanishads, Padma Purana, this Upanishad, that Upanishad, Krishna is saying, whatever you read, the ultimate knower of those Vedas is me. That means Krishna. So the essence of knowing the Vedas is knowing Krishna. That's it. And Krishna is saying that I am the compiler of the Vedas. That means through Vedavyasa. Vedavyasa is nothing but the incarnation of Krishna. So Vedavyasa has compiled Srimad Bhagavatam, which is an eternal, everlasting book of pastimes. It is an amazing book, amazing scripture where we learn about Krishna, his avatars, his pastimes, etc. And the Bhagavad Gita right now we are reading. It is the direct teachings of what Krishna has told. It has summarized teachings of all the Vedas. It is, if we read Bhagavad Gita, if we follow Bhagavad Gita, our life will be perfect. So this particular shloka is saying that Krishna is saying that Krishna is always with us, guiding not only through this lifetime, with all the lifetimes which are coming and going through. Okay. And Krishna is saying that I am making you remember, and I am also making you forget some things which are not suitable for you. And Krishna is also saying that I am teaching you through the Vedas. That means I am teaching you what is the essence of Vedas. So Krishna is saying you need not remember everything. So by Krishna's mercy, we forget what is negative is there in our life, and we only focus on the positive aspects, which are like the spiritual growth and all, etc. So can we go to the next slide? Okay. Forgetfulness is also grace of the Lord. It saves us from many sorrows. Yes, next slide. Okay, can anybody read?
Whatever result was obtained in Satyuga by meditating and Vishnu in Treta Yuga by performing sacrifices, and in Dwapara Yuga by serving the Lord's lotus feet, can be obtained in Kali Yuga simply by chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra.
Okay. So in every yugas, there is this process of called self-realization. That means we have to know what we are, what is the purpose of our life, etc., etc. So to know that in different yugas, different processes are recommended because of the lifetime, because of the people around them. But in Kali Yuga, it is very difficult to do all that. Actually, we are so lucky because we need not go through all difficult processes which all the other yugas are there. So in this yuga, it is just nama japa, that means chanting of the holy name. In Kali Yuga, it is said that it is the easiest and most powerful method. Okay, we can worship God, we can do puja, we can do meditation, we can do rituals and all, but it is very hard. Meditation, it is not possible. For our mind will not be in one place, especially in this Kali Yuga, because people around us are screaming, shouting, the noises of the vehicles, etc., it is not possible. We cannot go to the jungle also. We will be easily be killed by the nature or wild animals. Rituals, to do rituals every day, it is impossible because we have to go to work. We have, for doing a ritual, a simple yagna, we need to collect so much of amount, and it is very costly also. Even just getting a pure cow ghee, it is so costly. It is like thousands and thousands of rupees. And doing the deity worship. For doing deity worship, it is very hard. That means every day we have to take head bath, we have to wear clean clothes, we have to decorate the deities, etc., etc. It is a very long process. Everybody cannot do it every day. In my home, nobody does it. Only my father. One second. Okay. Just give me 1 second. I hope everybody is able to see my screen.
Yes, Mataji.
Okay, thank you. Give me one
Yes,
second. Okay, so we were talking about the Kali Yuga, what is the best way to do in Kali Yuga, right? So the chanting is the best way. So I already explained in the previous chapters why is this important, who has given us this mantra, etc., etc. So we'll go to the next slide. So can anybody read it, please?
When we
When
do
we do
something for
something for others, we expect them to praise us. But when others do something for us, we think it's their duty. And the Lord, on the other hand, does everything without expectation. That is the only unconditional love.
Okay, thank you. So the essence of this chapter is through these last shlokas. Okay, can anybody read it, please?
There are two classes of beings, the fallible and the infallible. In the material world, every living entity is fallible, and in the spiritual world, every living entity is infallible.
Okay, so actually there are two types of jivatmas. We living beings who are in this material world, we are called fallible. That means we can fall down from our position. That means we are full of we have limited senses, etc., etc. So we are actually lost in this material world. So, that means we even forget the relationship with Krishna, and we are stuck in this cycle of death and birth. But there are another type of people who are called infallible. It means these people, they understand the relationship with Krishna. They are free from these material sufferings. They are called liberated souls. That means they are in the material world, and they are in relationship with Krishna. Um, in this picture we can see, right, people down here, they are materialistic people who are working. They don't understand what Krishna is. But the people at the where Krishna and his friends are there, they are very liberated souls. So there are two types of jivas who are called fallen jivas, fallible and infallible. That means fallible people, fallible jivatmas, and infallible. That means the devotees, the liberated souls. So above these is Achyuta. That means Krishna. Krishna is Krishna. We cannot say that Krishna is Krishna falls down from his position or stays in his position. He's always there. Even though Krishna was the chariot driver of Arjuna, Arjuna says, Achyuta, take me to the middle of the armies. That means even though Krishna is the chariot driver of Arjuna, he does not fall down from his position. Even though he's the chariot driver of Arjuna, he does not. It doesn't mean that Krishna is not God right there. He was God because he's the God of love. He is showing reciprocation towards his devotee. That means he is helping his devotee to win the war. Okay, can anybody read it, please?
Those
Living
who
entities.
fall want to enjoy selfishly in this material world. Those who won't fall desire to remain with Krishna and to never leave the spiritual world.
Okay. So Krishna, he's so sweet and kind. Once his friend was there called Subala. Subala was very short and very smaller than others. So he wanted to always keep with Krishna. Krishna is very energetic and all. So he used to run everywhere. So once what happened, Subala wanted to keep up with Krishna. Krishna saw that efforts, thinking that, okay, Subala wants to be with me. So what Krishna does is that he carries Subala on his back. So in that way, Krishna carries shows his reciprocation, shows his love towards his friend. So just like that, during the building of Ram Setu, everybody, mighty Hanuman, all the monkeys, all the Sena, they were all carrying big stones and throwing it in the ocean. But a small squirrel was carrying a small stones. So all the monkeys, all Hanuman and everybody were laughing. But Lord Rama says that, takes the squirrel in his own hands and says that whatever small service you are doing, it is really grateful for me. So Krishna also sees the efforts which we do it for him. Okay. Okay. Can anybody read, please?
Besides these two, there is a greatest living personality, the Supreme Soul, the imperishable Lord Himself, who has entered three worlds and is maintaining them.
Yes. So besides these two liberated souls or the fallen souls, there is a greater soul who is called Achyuta. Okay, and even the liberated souls are called as Achyutatma. That means they are also not fallible, but they are Atmas. That means they are not God. We cannot call ourselves as God. We cannot be God any time, any point of time of our life. I mean, eternally we cannot call. I mean, never ever we can call that we are. Okay, one second. Okay. Okay, can anybody read it, please?
Because I am transcendental, beyond both fallible and infallible, and because I am the highest, I am celebrated in the world and in the Vedas as Supreme Personality of God.
Okay, I am celebrated in the world and the Vedas is Supreme Personality of Godhead. So this chapter is called Purushottama Yoga. So Krishna is the Supreme Lord. That means he is called Purushottama. That means he's beyond this material world and its qualities. That means whatever qualities we have as materialistic people, Krishna does not have that. He has all spiritual qualities. So that means he's above all the three modes of material nature, which are, what are the three modes of material nature? Yes, sir, we learned, no?
Sattva, Tamas, and Rajas.
Correct. So Krishna is not, even though he comes into this earthly planets, he does all the pastimes like Lord Ramachandra or Narasimhadev or as Krishna. Still, he is not considered to be. That means Krishna is there in mode of goodness. Krishna is there in mode of Rajas. Krishna is in mode of ignorance. We cannot say that. Krishna is always situated higher than that. So Krishna is the called as Purushottama. That means he is the best among all the living entities. That means Krishna is the best. That means he is the supreme personality of Godhead. So some people have this quality of merging into the Lord after they get liberation, but that is not the case. We are separate living entities, just like we have soul and super soul. They are both are different, right? It's not that they are both being merged and become the ultimate soul. It is not like that. There is a difference between a soul and a super soul. If the soul and super soul have different uh, identities, different uh, differences. So why we want to merge into the body of the God, and we should not never ever think that okay, I want to become God or I want to become the level of God. We cannot do that. That is the false ego. That is why we are in this material world. We think that okay, I want to become God. I want to become the controller. That is the false ego. That is why we fell down from the spiritual world to the material world. So and we have to also be aware that Krishna is the Supreme Lord in Vedas. Even the Vedas says that Krishna is the Supreme Lord. So we go to any Upanishad, any even in the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is saying, even in the Bhagavatam, it is saying. Um, so it is said that Krishna is the essence of Vedas. If any scripture, if it is told that the Supreme Lord, if even Krishna's name is not mentioned, we have to think that yes, this is Krishna. So that is how Krishna is the Supreme Lord. That means Krishna is the Purushottama, best among all living entities. Okay, so can anybody read today's reflection?
Final reflections from chapter 15. The material world is a reflection. Life here is temporary. Just like upside down banyan tree, seek the real spiritual world, detached from illusions. Let go of the worldly desires and attachments to understand your true self. Return to your true home. The spiritual world is eternal, free from suffering. Strive to reach it. He provides light, energy. Krishna is the source. He provides light, energy, and life. Depend on him with gratitude. Chant his holy name. Simply chanting Sri Krishna's name in Kali Yuga leads to liberation.
Okay. I really hope that you all will learn something or the other from today's chapter and reflect it in your day-to-day life. So what's for tomorrow? The 26 divine qualities and the 6 demonic qualities of a living entity, and the 4 pillars of dharma, the foundation of a righteous life. 3 gates to hell, how scriptural knowledge helps us to make the right choices, the ultimate choice. So do we follow Krishna's path or act according to our own choice? So Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So all of you all have a happy Wednesday. I hope you all have a very blissful day, happy day, and you all come back with smiling faces tomorrow to the class. So if anybody have any doubts, you can stay back. Else everybody can leave. You all want to go to the offices or colleges, etc. Okay, so there was something in the chat. Thank you, Madhavi Mataji. You all have a wonderful day. Hare Krishna. Anybody have any doubts? Hare Krishna. Thank you, Sandhya. Hare Krishna Kirti. Thank you. Okay, any doubts, everybody? No doubts. Very nice. So either it is you all understood very nicely or you all did not understand anything at all. Hare Krishna, Vaishnavi. Okay, I guess today we don't have any doubts. Okay, so there are still only 3 chapters left. So please attend the 3 chapters, last 3 chapters, and please attend the quiz also. It is very important to test our knowledge, and at last you will be getting a certificate out of that also. So we'll end today. Hare Krishna, everybody. Have a nice day.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.